Hi, welcome to the social space. I'm Eric Cross, the Wild is the Long Run, and I'm happy to report everything went great with Matt's haircut last Friday.
Thank goodness.
Both Matt and the barber are doing great and really happy with how it turned out. Wow, it's a two-parter. Currently, Matt is scheduled to go back on July 8th, so we will be sure to keep you updated on the situation. Congrats, Matt and barber. That was all off the top of my head. Woo! All right. Jackie Hager's over there. Jackie, how you doing?
I'm good. Hot.
Yes, yeah.
A little
We're
toasty.
First Texas buildings.
Well, I think
James
the
Lane
air.
out here, guys.
Yeah. No, I think the cool air is finally coming
It is.
on,
It's starting to feel good
it's
here.
hard to fight.
Feel it.
Yeah.
And then to your right, who looks like the negative of you right now, or the positive or whatever, Kelly Correa.
Hello.
We're gonna interview you later,
Yes.
but you're one of our new team members here.
Yeah, I'm excited about being here. My
Yeah.
first social space. Excited about being here on the show today.
And did y'all try to look at
Did not.
We did not. We just channeled each other's. I'm like,
I
God,
guess
she's going to
so.
wear the black one, so I'm going to be the opposite.
You guys are simpatico or whatever that is. Back behind me, Anthony Ailey's here.
Yeah. Oh, tinkle, tinkle.
Don't forget to tinkle. Somebody wants to hear your voice.
Yeah, my bad.
By the way, you sounded great. You're at the farmer's market this week?
I was, and I'll
I was
be again
listening to
on
you up
Saturday.
from my penthouse at the Holt over there.
Allow me to wake you up.
Yeah, that's great. And then to my right, our second Kelly that's going to be on the show today, Kelly Horn. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for being
Kelly.
here.
Hello,
everybody.
Licensed massage therapist.
Yes.
We don't go to them unlicensed ones.
No, don't.
Get you in trouble. Real quick, Kelly, before we get to your interview, I just have to thank our sponsors. That's News Channel 6. We air there, KAUZ 1235,
Yes, we
Sunday
do.
nights. The audio version you can check out at Town Square Media's station, News Talk 1290. That's Saturdays at 10 a.m. Listen along with Greg on the tractor.
Yep.
And you can also go to Impact Signs at Falls Truck Center and visit our other partners in crime, Tanya and Sean
just
Show.
so you know, we have a new sponsor coming on next week.
Who dat?
It's a surprise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A little
So-
teaser.
It's a teaser, but if you...
What are we getting in return?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's good.
Just kidding.
No, it's going to be a great sponsor. We're excited to announce her next week.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
A little clue there. It's her.
Yeah.
I want perks.
You want perks?
Yeah, I want like,
VIP?
yeah. Yeah. I want it to be massage therapist, and we get
There you
massages
go.
on the show, or someone who
Which
has
is why
food.
Kelly's here.
Anyway, speaking of massage therapists, Kelly, real quick, tell us about you, where you're from. We know you're not on the internet. Don't go looking for it.
I'm not. No.
And how you got into massage therapy.
Well, I'm an athlete, so in college I had a rotator disc in my back, and that was the first step on the journey of learning more about how the body works. Then I worked for a chiropractor, and he says, you should be a massage therapist. And I said, I don't like to touch people. And then it just kind of fell in my lap, and it kind of found me, and I love it. It's great for my personality. It's one-on-one interaction. I get to help people feel better. They come in, and they're in pain or stiff or can't move, and they come out, and they're normal again.
Oh, so what did you sport in college?
Volleyball.
I was going to guess that. Or
Yeah,
That's what my kids did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's a Windthorst girl. You know,
Okay.
Kelly, we're dedicating this whole show to self-care. And I always say in a busy, chaotic world with everything that's going on, just watching the news stresses people out.
kidding.
You know, the shootings and everything is just crazy. I've had to literally disconnect myself from the news because it was getting to be too much. So I think a show on self-care is good. So why would someone come to get a massage, and why should it be part of their self-care regime?
Well, the things in the world kind of pull us out of balance and kind of twist our bodies. And massage helps you kind of get back into neutral. It helps you with stress. It helps you with tension. It helps you with headaches, not sleeping well. It just makes you overall feel better.
Yeah.
It works with all the body systems to kind of like get rid of any residue that's in your muscles. So drink lots of water, please.
Yeah.
Everyone.
That's what they say, yeah.
But yeah, so it really just kind of helps you get back to you.
That's awesome.
That's a good statement. Helps you get back to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there things that you can learn as you're administering these massages? I mean, can you tell things from people's body, just from the
Yes,
human body,
I
like what
can.
you learn from
Yes, I
muscles
can.
and stuff?
the first thing I ask people is, what's going on with you and you need to work on? Or what have you been doing? And they tell me nothing. And I clearly can tell that clearly you've been doing something if you're in pain or you have tight muscles. So I can tell what you do repetitively, say if you're at a desk or have a lot of tension in the middle of your back.
Yeah.
And being stiff and not moving is not healthy for anybody.
Yeah.
Like movement is good. So massage kind of helps push all that stuff out so that you can move freely again. So yes, so I find it every person tells me, no, I haven't been doing anything different. And I think, okay. And then I have to ask them a bunch of questions to finally get to, oh yeah, the other day I did this thing and I repetitively hammered this hammer for 12 hours.
I forgot I wrestled that bear.
Yeah,
over there at Yellowstone.
It's like you're going to be in trouble for telling her anything. I don't want to say I did that.
Anything. You know who the worst is? My parents. I haven't been doing anything different. I'm like, okay, sure. So yes, I do learn a lot about everyone, and after their massage, they feel much better.
Some people don't like to even tell their doctor like what's
I
going
know.
on. I don't get that.
Like, how are they
That's why I
supposed to get
asked, like,
help?
12
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, how often I imagine people come to you when they try to be a kid again and they realize they're not, or they pull a muscle or whatever.
Have you had anyone dislocate an elbow playing virtual reality golf? Sorry.
I take it that you have.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I totally
No, I
get
have
it.
not come to that. No, I have not experienced that at all.
I thought I was, still going.
Ouch. Ooh. How often should someone get a massage if you're really looking at a plan for self-care? What makes sense?
Well, depends on the person and depends on the activity. So and your body will tell you what you need. So when you start feeling stiff and like, oh, I can't move, or what did I do, or oh, I have a catch here, you definitely need a massage. So you can kind of factor in when your body starts talking to you, like, hey, this would be nice if you got rid of this in my back. So so it kind of depends. You can go weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, every 3 months. It just depends. I would get one every day if I could, but I can't. So yes.
No kidding, I would too.
Yes.
So do you do all kinds of massages, like deep tissue massage? I mean, do some people want you to just take them off the table practically?
Yes. So again, every person's different. Everyone feels different. So somebody might like it very light, and I've had that like feather light, and it's hard for me to do that because I have to hold back. And then I have in the middle, and then I have people that like it deeper, and it depending on the body it helps you, because some people deeper it's not there, and if you have a lot of residue in your muscles, deeper at first is going to make you very sore and not comfortable.
That
so
makes
you need
sense.
to
What does
slowly work
Jackie
that
get?
out.
How hard does she get it?
She likes it deeper. She has lots of stress.
Are you surprised by that? I'm not surprised by that at all.
But this is a question I have been dying to ask you, and I don't think I ever have. Have you ever taken on a client and massage therapy has truly changed them? Like, oh my goodness. Give us an example of that.
Yes, I had a lady that was older than me. She came in twice weekly for about 6 weeks. And before she first came in, someone had to drive her. She needed a walker. She couldn't walk for herself. And then about halfway in between and towards the end, she's driving herself. She had more mobility. She had good range of motion. She was walking herself. It was great. And in that course of 6 weeks to 2 months, I got to know her as a person. So, which is a benefit of massage. Some people don't talk, some people do. It's your therapy. It really doesn't matter. It's your massage. So, yes, and I love when people come in and they're like this, and they come out like, oh my God, I can turn my neck.
That's
and
awesome.
That's going to be so
I'm going to
fulfilling.
need that before I go to the yoga class next, so I can get limber for that.
Yeah, speaking of which, because we're about out of time for your segment, how can people book an appointment before we get you out here?
You can call or message me, and I have my business cards for y'all to put up if y'all want. So, yes, I'm in Windthorst, which is 30 miles south on 281 from Wichita Falls.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you it's worth the drive.
It's worth the drive.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Well,
She's
not for
amazing.
you. You're already out there.
Well, true. If you need a new massage therapist, it's worth making the trek out to Kelly's.
Yes, and every massage therapist is different. So if you don't find one that you like, keep trying. You'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much you have to do with this, but I've seen Jackie pop out 30 push-ups like nothing these days.
That's right.
So I know you're helping her recover from her workouts.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure, for sure.
Hey, I could take Andrew Bell any day, anytime.
He's not here. He's not here to take up for himself, so I will.
That's right.
Well, speaking of, we didn't mention Andrew's at the beach with his wife and
Yes.
his girls. Well, there's one other lady in his life though that's going to be here next segment. The Madre.
The
Carolyn Bell
Madre,
will be
that's
here
right.
next, and she's going to tell us all about her. She's a certified. We got nothing but certified and licensed. speaker here
Certified
today.
and licensed.
No screw ups
right.
here today. She's going to talk about yoga, which I promise I'm going to get to. Carolyn, I was supposed to go last Friday, and then who knows what happened. So we're going to have Carolyn on, and then we're going to interview you in the third segment. Carolyn. We're going to try to get Brendan Bell on here to help us with that. So
very
we're
good.
Sounds
we're going to have all the bells left in town to help us out here. And we will be right back with that. Thank you, Kelly.
Four incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Town Square Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with News Talk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Town Square Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the Social Space.
What was that one? What was that?
Game of Thrones, I really want to go for it, but I had to cut it short.
Where are you going to be this week?
I'm the Fall Corner, and then Horseshoe is having a date night, and then the Farmer's Market on Saturday. Wake you up.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm already up. What about-
Breakfast with Anthony Ailey. Or I'll be in your dreams, one of the two.
Thanks, man. Well, thanks for being here for the next, got you for a month and a half, 2 months,
That's
2 more
right.
months. Jackie over there sitting in for Andrew, Kelly, and then someone who has a lot to do with Andrew being on this earth, Carolyn Bell. How you doing, Carolyn?
Hi, good to see you.
Yeah, friend of the show. This is number 2. And if you guys don't remember, she is a yoga instructor, certified. Were you certified last time you were here?
Yes.
I noticed on your Facebook.
I've been teaching since 2005.
Oh, okay, and you have to be certified to teach.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I didn't know if you were running some underground.
That's a long time.
A long time.
Yes.
And I saw on your Facebook page it says yoga and Barre. Barre?
Bar.
Bar? What is that?
That's Balance Yoga and Bar. That's the name of their studio.
Oh, okay. That's not you.
Well, I teach at both places.
Oh, okay.
I teach at Vernon College, Continuing Education, and Balance Yoga.
Okay,
Bar.
because I nabbed their logo
Yeah.
here for you. So.
That's great.
Okay, so Carolyn, tell
Yeah.
us how you got started then in the yoga world.
Oh, gosh. Well, there was a yoga teacher that came here from the base, and I was having I think I shared this before, I was having a lot of anxiety in my life, panic attacks, and I needed something to become more calm in my body. And so I went to this yoga class, and she taught for a couple of years, and then she left, and someone else took over, and she was leaving, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm the next yoga teacher. I could just feel it in my heart.
Oh,
And so it's just become a part of who I am. It's changed my life completely, and I want to share that with others.
that's
What a
awesome.
great
I'm the
story.
next swimsuit Men's Health Sexiest Man of the Year. I feel that. I feel that. I don't know if mine's going to come to fruition.
Oh my goodness.
But you feel it in your heart.
That's right.
I do, deep down.
Carolyn, as part of our self-care show on this one, tell us why people should consider yoga as a self-care practice.
Okay. Well, one of my goals of yoga is to help my students become a peaceful presence in the world. And in order to do that, you have to feel grounded and in your body. So let's take a moment here just to uncross your legs and to sit tall in your seat. And just feel how much more room you have to breathe when you're sitting tall. You almost feel a wave come over you. And then I teach a lot about breathing and meditation. And so instead of upper chest breathing, I think I talked about this last time, we need to draw the breath lower in the diaphragm. And if you'll, these chairs are not very good for that, but if you could just put your hands on your side ribs and try to take a breath through the side ribs. It changes everything.
No kidding.
You can almost feel like a tingling inside because your breath is going deeper and you're able to be more present.
I'm trying to look cool though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And breathing's everything. Golly.
Breathing is everything.
I know when I'll just change my breathing from through my mouth breathing like I normally do, and then breathe through my nose for like bed. I'll go right to sleep once I swap, or just change the way I'm breathing. Or same thing with relaxing, like meditating.
That's right.
It's all about that breath.
And if you can't meditate, you could just take a walk.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. If you just get outside, maybe just walk around your house, take a minute to just, look at the leaves on the trees. Smell a flower that's in your garden.
Do it at midnight when it's only 101 degrees.
That's a good idea.
Or
Yeah,
3 a.m.
go look at the moon. That's right. Just take time to be in nature more because we're inside all the time and we're bombarded with, the television, with news, with sound all the time. And I think something else you can do is just go sit on the ground. Our energy comes from the earth, so we need to get in contact with the earth. We're always sitting in chairs, and getting on the ground and then having to stand up off the ground is strengthening, and that's important too. But just, take time to get outside.
I like it.
Well, Caroline, you mentioned earlier where you teach. Remind our viewers again, but also tell us a little bit more why you like to teach in the dark. I've heard a little bit about this. I'd like to learn more.
Well, it's about letting go of the outside world and just becoming present on your mat. And there's just not many distractions. And I do have a lamp that shines on me. I like candles, but it's just about putting everything else aside. I talk about setting it off your mat. You can pick it up again when you leave if you want to, but set it aside and just be on your mat. And the mat becomes like a place to work out your stuff. At the end of class, we have a 10-minute relaxation that you are just totally peaceful on the mat. And then we begin again.
It is funny about working out your stuff. I used to know a yoga instructor very well, and she would tell me that people will get angry in there because stuff is coming out while they're stretching. Like they'll like angry. I mean, then by the end they're feeling better.
We carry our emotions in our hips.
Right. Yeah.
And so when you stretch your hips, sometimes I've had people that get teary at the end of class because it's such a release, because we're just so contracted and holding on all the time. And then when you relax, it starts coming out.
I think one of the best things about your class is everybody is doing yoga at their own level, and you make that a very welcoming environment. So to take a class under Carolyn, you don't have to be a perfect yoga student.
No. Every pose has options, and you can keep your knee on the floor and do kind of a kneeling practice for the whole class if you want. I try to give options. We have blocks, we have straps, we have blankets, so there's props, and I give choices. You can do this or you can do that.
So again, let's go full circle. Tell us again one more time why yoga is a good option.
Well, it's a mind-body practice, and it just helps you to be a peaceful presence in the world.
You talk a lot about heart space. What does that mean to you?
I think about our emotions in our heart space, and we carry a lot of memories in there, but also it's the purest part of ourselves. And for me, it's my connection to my faith, to God. And so when I move from my heart space, it's the purest part of me, and I can be my best self when I'm in before others.
Oh.
Very powerful.
Well, Carolyn, we could talk to you forever. And by the way, you didn't look at your notes once.
I
and you
know,
did
but
well.
they were here just in case.
Maybe, how do you sign up?
Yeah.
You can just show up at Vernon College. First class is free, and then if you want to drop in, you can pay by the class. It's very inexpensive there. Or you can call Continuing Education and sign up at Vernon College.
Okay.
And you
I
teach
promise
at
you I'm
Vernon
coming.
College on what 2 nights do you teach?
I teach Monday, Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. and Tuesday, Friday mornings from 9 to 10 in the mornings. And then I teach 2 or 3 times a month at Balance Yoga, and on their online app, they have you can take it virtually. You can take all their classes virtually.
That is great. I have to do yoga in front of an instructor, though. I have to have the instructor there for
So
me
when are you
personally.
coming?
I'm coming, Carolyn. I promise. I was going to go last Friday,
Well,
but I forgot we were getting out at 3, and so I was
Tomorrow
awesome.
night at 6.
I don't know about that.
Got you on the
I
spot
promise I'm
there.
coming, though. I am coming. I really wanted it. Next time I do yoga, I promise it'll be at your spot.
Okay.
That'll be though.
Yeah.
Sometime soon. Carolyn, thank you so much for being here. We're going to have one of your other children's
Yeah.
spawn.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Yes. Sounds good.
Which one's your
My
favorite?
oldest son.
Andrew or Brendan?
Oh, they're neck and neck.
Oh, good answer.
Good answer,
Depends
Mom.
on the day.
Yeah.
Well, Carolyn, we sure do appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we're going to be right back with your son when we come right back. Social Space.
Thank you.
We don't like 102-degree weather, but we're climbing the ladder. We don't prefer hanging out in the crawl space, but we're down there chasing the lead. And we don't like when your AC has problems, but we like to fix them. Just remember, when you need us, we're there. James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing.
At 4 Stars DCJR and Henrietta, Jeep and Ram are marked for savings, like the 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee. During Jeep Freedom Days, it comes with $500 Conquest bonus cash with your good credit. And the 2022 Ram 1500 with 0% APR plus $1,000 retail bonus cash with approved credit when financed through Chrysler Capital during the Make the Switch event. Make the switch to 4 Stars Auto Ranch. Thank me later.
Experience commitment here at 4 Stars Auto.
Clap that loud. Can't clap with this thing in my hands. Good job, Anthony. Got to get the product placement though. Jackie's still over there, Kelly over here, and we are bringing Brendan Bell in to help us interview
It's
Kelly.
a pleasure for y'all to have me on.
Yeah. Do you have a laugh
Thanks for
that's
stopping
any
by.
kind of like Andrew's? Can you
No,
do it
but
all?
your last guest, I'm the reason for a lot of her anxiety. So I'm glad that she's found tools.
She's the whole reason.
has
You're the
found
whole
the
reason
tools.
she
She's
had
filled
to
her
go find
toolbox.
yoga.
That's right.
She's
That's
pretty
awesome.
amazing if you ask me. She takes my anxiety away 2 days a week. It's awesome.
My mom told me a few years ago, she was like, you know what, you turned out all right. It was touch and go there for 20 years. Or 40 years, whatever. I was like, shut. All right, so Kelly, you are
Yes.
our newest team member. Not newest, but a newer team member.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been in the business for over 30 years. Worked with some other agencies in Dallas. Most recently, before I joined you guys, I was the VP of Marketing at Six Flags. Excited about when I get a phone call from Jackie, because Jackie and I go years back. We've got a great story for our next segment.
Yes.
We'll have to talk about that because it's a fun story. But it's fun to come full circle. So just my experience of being in advertising and some of the clients I've worked on. And when Jackie approached me and gave me an opportunity to join Hager, I couldn't refuse because this is a talented group of people here, and it was fun just to kind of say, how can I take my experiences and apply it to what I've learned and bring it to Hager Communications?
So tell us, what do you think the most challenging thing you have ahead of you at Hager?
sitting right here. I think probably the most challenging thing is because of the creativity, and it's just really, we've talked a lot about just how agencies continue to evolve and staying contemporary, but keeping up the pace because the growth that Hager's seen over the last few months is incredible. So I think that's probably our biggest challenge is how do we continue to grow as an agency and make sure we have the right resources in the right places and just really kind of forge ahead. So staying on top of all the trends is important.
Yeah. Brendan, it's your turn. Now, this is where Andrew would read a pre.
He would be really sweet to me, I'm pretty sure.
Andrew has a
Just
very
saying.
sweet side to
Yeah.
him.
Well, so I moving from Austin to Wichita Falls was a big culture shock for me. What kind of how do you anticipate the move from Dallas to Wichita?
She did not move, I'll tell you that.
You didn't move.
I did not move, but I come twice a week. I stay as long as I need to, so I commute.
Okay.
One of those remote hybrid employees, but I will tell you, it's funny. My daughter just graduated from Lubbock or Texas Tech, and so she came to visit with me a couple weeks ago, and she's like, "This is just like Lubbock. I love Wichita Falls," and so it's been fun for me because every week I come, the team takes me to a new place, and so I've learned where all the little boutiques are and all the fun places, so it's a great city.
All right, guys, well, hey, we're about out of time. Kelly, anything else at all? You get any words of wisdom you want to...
Call us, new business, come on.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you for stepping in for your bro.
Thanks for letting me sit
And thank you for stepping in for his bro. God, Andrew, just take off and just go with
I
your
don't have his
family.
laugh. I need to
He's
get
been
his laugh
replaced.
down a little bit better. I don't have his laugh.
We're sending
so.
him a picture of him sending this to you.
You
You're
got the
like,
same
what's going
laugh
on
as
here?
Yeah.
And we need to get y'all to recreate that poster we have of y'all back there in our...
Yes.
The one where they're doing this.
They're
there.
doing their little,
I'll put that
Oh,
up.
my
so-
brother and I from
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll put that up so people at home know what we're talking about.
Love it.
All right. Well, that is it. Another show in the books. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody for being here. Carolyn Bell, Kelly Horn, Kelly Correa, everybody else. And we will see you next week.